Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones, yeah, the dance is the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding, it's the whole team.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw. Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nelson Aguilar's moved around a little bit in the NFL with stops in Philadelphia and Las Vegas. But last year in New England was brought in as a free agent to stretch the field and make big catches downfield. His turn this time for a target, and he gives them the first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 2nd and inches, Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this one complete to Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the bootleg, Jones. And right side, Henry's got him. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Back to throw. Jones. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Steelers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. It's brought in by Harris. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And they'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They hand this off to Harris, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Pickett. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return is Jones. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Jones. He gets this to Thornton. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They run with Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then curls back inside for the completion.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Sutton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Folk's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So it's his third field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. Pretty move. But Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This is Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these 2 defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Complete. It's Henry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Throwing Jones. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
They run for it with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the 44, Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback,
but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss play. It's Harris. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run with Harris. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for 2nd in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns and was a game short of 1,000 yards.
This is Harris. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Ready?
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for New England, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me. Greenfield's finest. Boss. Yeah. DJ Drama. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash on wood. Campaign is the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Side through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took it and talk up in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. Toe tagging, no billboard bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat.